This segment is brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. We're always on your side.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Once again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us, however you may be joining us. We appreciate it very, very much. And we want to get updates on what's happening with our water, what's happening with the safety of that water. We turn to one place and one place only. That's Mike Sobear. Mike,
thank you, Mr. Keith. Always a pleasure, my friend.
All right, thank you. Of course, General Manager, Terrebonne Parish, Consolidated Waterworks District Number 1. And so, Mike, it's one of those things where we know we've got changes to make. We know we make updates and we let people know. Tell us a little bit about this history of some of these water meters that have been changed, especially in North Terrebonne.
This water meter is basically an infrastructure type of piece of equipment we use. This is our cash register. This is how we know how much water people have used and know how to bill them according to everything that's going on.
Right. Prior
to the pandemic, we have about 50,000 meters, and we were changing out about 5,000 a year. Because the meter life is about 10 years. Actually, the meter is pretty good. There's a battery in this transmitter here that is good for 10 years.
Okay.
So we find them and we change them out.
Right.
Well, when the pandemic hit, we went almost 4 years. Well, we couldn't get 500, much less 5,000 a year.
Right.
So we behind.
Right.
Way behind.
And that's only because of not being able to get the product.
We couldn't get them. We just could not get them.
Right. Not available.
And that's it. And when you realize we have 50,000 in Badger meters, like a model that's made, I'm not going to buy a Ford when I got 50,000 Chevys. I'm not going to do that. And there's other reasons why.
Sure.
So as time goes on, so has technology. It's not stopping. Our first forte into what's called AMI, automatic meter instruments and institutions, was with a drive-by. You know, people would go, I never see you come to look to read a meter anymore. We didn't need to. They had a transponder on it that sent it to the computer as we drove by.
Right.
Okay, this is a transponder.
Got it.
Well, workforce is not what it used to be. It's hard to get people to want to walk around in the heat and the mosquitoes and everything else. And technology is such that now they make a cellular transmitter.
Oh, my. Okay.
And so these are what we're putting in right now. So we have committed, and we found a partner, Pedal Valve, who has done St. Charles Parish, has done a lot out west in Lake Charles and over the area that got hit by Hurricane Laura.
Okay.
Very reputable firm, very good firm. They started, and we signed this contract, and they started around the first part of October,
Right.
And they're over a third finished within less than a quarter of the time.
Wow.
So they moving along.
Right.
They had committed to a January 31st completion date of next year. We'll probably finish before Christmas.
Because they're ahead of schedule.
That's it. The
Again,
weather's nice.
reputable company
they got
being able to do
14, 15 people out there changing.
Right.
So a lot of people complained, and we tried to do the best we could.
Right.
We made posts on Facebook and on our website, one of which is up right now. The box on the right, the blue thing, has the meter in it.
Right.
And the left is PVI, Pedal Valve Incorporated. This is the company that we partnered with to change out all of these meters.
Right.
Okay? So when they go to change out the meter, before they go, Keith, you have a couple of doorknobs that we do. That's
the door?
Yeah, that's the one that when it's over with. The other one is
First
the one.
one. Gotcha.
So before they show up at your house with the meter to change, they put this on your door. And it just says who we are, what we're going to do. We're working for Waterworks. We got our Pedal Valve shirts on. We'll be here next week to change it.
Right.
They come into your Yes,
and this
sir.
is from Consolidated Waterworks.
That's correct.
From
that's us. That's part of the deal we had. We needed to tell our customers what was going on.
Gotcha.
And they've been faithful, I'm told, doing that.
Right.
So they go on ahead and do their work, and then when they finish, the technician goes up to your door and he puts the second one on, which says, hey, we've already been here. We have changed your meter. You may see some brown water when you turn it on. Okay, if you turned your water off or if it's off, we didn't turn it back on, so you need to go turn it on.
Right.
Whatever you needed to do, it's all there. And if you don't like what's going on, call us. We'll come back out.
Right.
And we've done that.
Right, and it gives them an idea. Either your water line was flushed to remove it, remove stuff, or your water line was not flushed.
Correct.
Access for outside spigot.
Right. And so we're trying to tell you. Now, some people look out the window and see somebody in their front yard messing around and think, oh my gosh, what are they doing? And they call the sheriff's office.
Right.
So now the sheriff, of course, has to respond by sending out a deputy.
Right.
So now the deputy gets here and what's going on, and the deputy says, gee, those guys work for Waterworks. They doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And you go on. So it's kind of a waste of resources, really.
Right.
So the more we can get the word out, which is why I'm here again today.
Gotcha.
To say, hey, this is what's going on.
And again, here again is the posts that have been put out, the water meter replacement update, again, through the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Waterworks. This is a post that was done.
Yes, sir, back in August.
Back in August.
And done
then
several
we'll put
times
it back out again. Just to let people know, the project will begin phase by replacing 10,000 meters in the Gibson and the surrounding areas in North Terrebonne Parish. And again, people are going to be coming near your house. If you have any questions, there's a number right there. You can reach out to Mike and his team, 985-879-2495. Anybody that's watching this now that is thinking, okay, well, I live in that area and I wonder if somebody's going to be coming and what are they going to be doing, and you haven't caught all of this information, call the Waterworks. Very simple. They're more than glad to explain that to you. And so, Mike, I appreciate all the effort that's going into letting people know. But we'll take a short break.
Sure.
And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what that plan is moving forward and what people can expect. Right? Is that okay?
Fine. Perfect.
Very good.
Thank you.
Mike's going to stick around. You do that as well. We'll be right here, right back on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. We're always on your side.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Once again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us, however you may be joining us. We appreciate it very, very much. And also very glad to have back with us, again, the general manager, Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Waterworks, #1. Mike, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Keith. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. So we were talking about the replacement of some of these water meters, and what y'all would have normally done is $5,000 a year, every year, and then that way the $50,000 we rotate, and we get that done in 10 years. We realized that we weren't able to get those meters after COVID, and so done a great plan in putting those together, and we kind of shared with the public what's going on. We want people to know that others are being replaced as well. Let's start with what people need to know and what they can do.
Okay, so as you mentioned earlier, we tell you we're going to do it.
Right.
Then we let you know when it's done.
Right.
If you're just curious, you can go to our website.
Right.
And there's a link there that you can click on, and a map will come up like this, and you can put your address in, and it will tell you whether your meter has been done or not been done. It will show you where all the meters that have been done are completed and what needs to be done.
Wow.
Again, it's just
very simple.
It's just something trying to keep you informed of what's going on.
Right.
So for the
people that have the technology, they can just pull it up, TPCG, right?
TPCW.
It's TPCW, right? Thank you.
Waterworks.
Waterworks, and just it'll pull that up and just go to water meters, and it'll tell you what that is. Thank you, Jay, and lets us know what's been done and what hasn't. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
And that's the banner across the top. When you open up the website, you're going to see this program first.
Right.
So it's right there for you to go.
Right.
So trying to move everything into 2025 and beyond.
Right.
There's certain things that as soon as we get the phase 1 finished, then we will roll out what is really the best thing for the customer.
Okay.
And it's called Eye on Water. You will be able to get an app, no charge, and it will tie this meter into that app for you. And you'll be able to see at any time how much water is being used, if it's on, if it's off. You can tell it, hey, if I use more than 10 gallons in a minute, I want to know about it.
Okay.
And it will send you a text message.
Wow.
And it's just full of all kind of data that if you have no life and you're interested about how much water you're using, you can use it, okay?
Right.
But it's, again, this is high tech, it's state of the art, it's the best out. We are not a guinea pig. St. Charles Parish has had it, the city of Thibodaux has had it, a lot of cities out west, Lake Charles, Sulphur, Jennings, all that area, they got wiped out when they came back. they put all of these
This is
in.
what they put in. And this is the
proven
advantage.
technology.
This is the advantage of being able to replace these things that need to be replaced. This is one of the new water meters. And of course, we have the company that's called Pedal Valve coming in to replace these. And these new water meters are going to be able to communicate.
Yes.
And once we get that information, you will be able to do that soon. Right. You'll be able to let people know when Ion Water will be available.
Yes, sir. And we'll have a lot of YouTubes made to show you how to use it and to take full use of what's going on.
Right.
A lot of people say, oh, hey, this is just a money grab. We're not raising rates. We haven't raised rates in 3 years.
3 years.
All right?
That's right.
And we have no intentions to do it because of this.
Right.
We work hard. We're prudent with our money.
Right.
This is money. This is all paid for already.
It's
we don't need to
care.
pay it. This is done.
Yeah, I look forward
We
to
saved our bank in the bank. We got it. This is a good investment for Waterworks. It's a good investment for you.
Yeah.
This is going to help keep your costs down.
Right. And so you can check it out yourself.
Sure.
If you think you're spending too much money on the water that you have, Ion Water is going to allow you to go and look at that and see how much you're really using.
Yep.
And you can kind of turn some things off.
Yep.
You can,
or at least go look for something.
Tell your
that's on that you
teenager
didn't
to
know.
stop taking
That's
3-hour
it.
showers.
That's
I mean,
it.
there's lots of options,
That's
right?
exactly right. You'll probably know a whole lot more than you really want to, but when you get your bill, you do it.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about the bill.
Okay.
In the past, prior to COVID, you could almost set your watch on it. If you normally got your water bill on the 10th of the month, well, by large, you're 10th.
Get it on the 10th.
We are so far behind because those meters that we are changing, while they're reading on the meter itself,
right,
they're not transmitting that information.
Okay.
So we're doing it the old-fashioned way, boots on the ground.
Right.
We got people out there reading meters.
Right.
Very time-consuming.
Right.
We can't get them all.
No.
And so
You
when
can't
we
get all
get
that
to the
quickly
end of
either.
that route, we just say, hey, Mr. Keith's been using 8,000 gallons a month for the last 4 years. We're going to bill him for 8,000 gallons.
Right.
When these come in, you're going to get a credit or we're going to add to your bill.
Right.
We will not go back. If you're using 5,000 gallons now and we were only billing you for 3, Merry Christmas.
Right.
We're not going back to get that. But going forward, that becomes the rule.
Right. And again, it's moving forward with
correct.
technology. It's giving us the opportunity to manage that, monitor that with less expenses,
Sure.
less people,
Sure.
less feet on the ground. So really good news. And again, that door hangers have gone out.
Yes, sir.
And they're there. They went out already. But when they're coming to your area, they're going to be there. So if you see people in your yard, it's very simple. Give a call to 879-2495. If you happen to not see the hanger or if it flew off, want to let you know the project begins by replacing these 10,000 meters in Gibson and the surrounding areas. We've gotten about almost 4,000 done.
Yes, sir. 40% done as of yesterday afternoon.
And they're moving very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
As Mike
We got
mentioned, they
14
may be
people out
done
there
prior
changing
to their deadline, which is in January. The thoughts are they may be finished before Christmas. Merry Christmas. And those will be there and in place. Mike, thanks for you and your team and all that you're doing and
we keep
moving
trying.
forward
We try.
without charging any more, but getting more technology.
exactly right.
Right?
Yes,
More
sir.
technology without any more cost.
That's it.
Best way to do it.
Thank you.
Very
We
good.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, guys. Mike has been here. We appreciate his time. We appreciate you watching as well. If there's anything you need with us, give us a call here as well. HTV, always glad to help whenever we can. And that will do it for this particular segment. But don't go anywhere. We've got a whole lot more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Cardiovascular Institute of the South, providing our patients the highest quality cardiovascular care available.